Good morning, world. My name's Christopher. It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it because of the topic at hand. Recently, I've been discussing demonology, I guess you could say, with a brother or two. They may not identify it as demonology, but that's really what they're getting into. And I find it almost humorous how I've been spoken down to because people assume that I haven't checked out demonology, and obviously I don't know the truth. But let me tell you the truth, guys. You're studying garbage when you're studying demonology. You're trusting nobody for something about nothing. And when I say that, I don't mean that demons aren't real. I mean that the whole demonology thing, if you want to study something, if you're hungry for the supernatural, study the Torah, study the writings of the prophets, study the New Testament. Oh, I've read the Bible, you say. Okay. Well, if you had, then you probably wouldn't be doing things that look more like witchcraft than anything Jesus ever did. You go through and you look at how exorcism looks in the New Testament. And I always go back to the sons of Sceva. They go in there and they make their pronouncement. They're so tough in the name of Paul and Jesus. And the demon sees right through it and beats them to bits. Yet Jesus, he approaches Legion and they're begging to get out. Well, what's the difference? Yes, he is the Son of God. But if you really believe he is in you, if you really believe the Son of God, God in the flesh, lives in you, if you really believe the great I am is in you, then why are you even letting the demons play with you like that? Because that's what demonology is, They give you these expectations. They give you these levels of, oh, well, this demon, he can't come out. He's impossibly strong. There's no demon that can't come out. And depending on the translation you're reading, some come out with prayer and fasting. I love to point this out because fasting isn't something that's instantaneous. Prayer can be done unceasingly in the moment at any time. But fasting is unique in that it means that you have to take the time to stop. And really, when you think about fasting, I know they're talking about food, but in this society, I'd also encourage you to think about what you're letting into your hearts, into your eyes, into your mind. So often you're going to find that people who are into demonology, they've seen every single episode of Supernatural. They're very familiar with Grimm and Lucifer and all the shows that have all the little hints. But they're not hints, folks. They're, in most cases, fiction written off of the stuff that you're trying to follow, but it's all based on the imaginations of men. A demon will use all that to manipulate and control you. Most of the power a demon has comes from what you give it. Then there's the whole issue of whether or not you're even dealing with a demon. People at this time in the world have grown cold. Hate is disguised as justice and righteousness. Truly, it's like no good deed goes unpunished these days. The world is insane. But to quote REM, I feel fine. Yahshua, the Lord Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Through him all things are possible, and none of these things weigh me down. But I felt the need to say something about it because it's almost like a popularity trend, you know. One person starts to talk about how you have to invoke this angel or that angel, and the next thing you know, people are yanking out the Book of Enoch and they're declaring this and that, and then you're getting references to what people have said in the occult, or they'll appeal to the Roman Catholic traditions, which is ironic because most of those people don't go to the Roman Catholic churches, and it becomes a cluster of mayhem. Focus, folks. There's only one thing that really matters. Love God and love each other. Now, I know those are the top two commandments, but let's face it, the core of both of them is love. My wife would remind me, agape. But my Lord just says, be a light, because the darkness flees from it. Like when Peter walks on water in the Bible, if you can understand that you are that lamp, you are the light of the blessed Lord, you have nothing to fear, because the demons will not be able to tolerate the light. There's no shadow that can walk into a flashlight. It's impossible. Think about that. Well, until next time, happy Jesus Day. God bless, and peace out.